Chitose, thank you so much for letting us come.
Thank you so much for coming.
Sacai is about creating clothes based on familiar pieces and turning them into something very different and new.
We see an extreme amount of creativity coming out of Japan. Where does that come from?
I can only speak about Sacai, of course, but I view women in Japan tend to go to work and then they don't really have time to go home to change if they have to go out. So I wanted to create a collection that could work in any occasion, any time of the day. Sacai is known for the hybridization of different patterns. Last season was about wrapping, and this time I really wanted to use the method of insertion. So this time I used all those familiar ideas such as uniforms and military pieces, in this case a V-neck sweater, and inserted different fabrics and different patterns to create these silhouettes. This too comes from a very similar idea as the dress that you see on the model. The pieces are based on utility wear, and then by inserting feminine fabrics, it creates this volume. And in the back is very three-dimensional.
There's a lot of construction, many moving parts in that. How do you approach that?
Of course, the pattern is very, very complicated, but I want to make sure that it's very easy to wear. And of course, creating the volume and the three-dimensionality of the collection. The show, of course, is very important to me, but I do try on every single piece to make sure that it's wearable and whether I would feel like I would like to wear it. So how I present the show is very important, but the most crucial thing is whether it's wearable for women. There are many, many fabrics that are important to me this season. For example, this coat dress is based on a utility wear piece. The back of this dress is actually based on the utility trouser. What's interesting about this look is the mixture of the two different textures. I used a very classical plaid, as you see in the skirt, and the top is actually made of the same fabric that has been turned into a lace.
Tell us about the accessories you're going to be using.
So the jewelry was created in collaboration with a friend of mine who has a line called Ambush in Japan. And as you can see, it's half metal and half enameled metal.
What about the shoes?
Like with the clothes, I wanted to mix the two different ideas together. So a feminine wedge shoe with a thick sole and sort of a hard-looking buckle.
What influences you? Do you pay attention to street fashion?
I feel very fortunate that I live in a city like Tokyo where there's so many different types of people with great style. And so I am influenced by what I see day to day. I basically want women to feel happy and comfortable in my clothes. And so just simply enjoying and appreciating my collection is what makes me happy.